everybody. Hello, everybody. Am I live? I hope I am. We started a little early today. I know I wasn't expecting to go a little earlier than I did. I actually just came home from doing a grocery. I got there and it was a little bit crowded at the grocery, but I came back from the grocery and I'm going to show you guys some of my collection of books that I have for the Hanna Vember. Hello to the few people in live chat. Say hello. So these are the books that I have for Hanna. This is my Hanna Carlson stack. So it's Hanna Vember. So basically we're doing books out of Hanna Lynn this month and Hanna Carlson. So these are the books that I have that I own by Hanna Carlson. First and foremost, this is Talismans, which is like a facial book, but this I did with Pablo's and Prismas. So this is some of what I've done in the book. Then I did this one. Done this one. Some of you may have seen these. This one I started with a water pen as a background, and then I had a problem because the pen leaked. So it didn't leak through the page, but it was blotchy, so I had to fix it. I started this one, but never finished this one. So I have quite a few pictures in this this is mostly like portraits and stuff like that. So stuff like that. And then I wanted to try and do August leaves. So this was the first time I was trying to do orange leaves. Not my best by any means. So that's the Facebook. This one I couldn't wait. This is the Swiss edition of Jewelry Box. So this has nice pictures in it too. Some nice nature pics if you want that stuff like that. Just a nice portrait here. Daydreams. So everybody say hello. Please say hello. Everybody say hello. Someone say hello so I know the chat is working. I don't think my chat is working for whatever reason. But I see people are in the stream. So then this is Daydreams. This was something we started last week. Summer Nights. Hi, Kitty. Magical Dawn. Another Hanna Carlson. Seasons. Spirit Animals. That's my Hanna Carlson collection. Now, my Hanna Lynn collection is a little bit different. You can buy most of the books on Amazon except for Talismans. Because that one I got off of Etsy. Or I think I got that off of Printworks. I'm not exactly 100% sure. Then we get to the Hanna Lynn collection. So we got the Fairy Tale Special by Hanna Lynn. Sweet and Simple Whimsy. I've done quite a lot of pictures in there, and sometimes you look back and look at the pictures in here, and you realize how much you've improved because a lot of this was done with pencils. This was the first time I had used the Black Widows on this paper, along with Prisma. So I just want to show you guys some of the pictures that I've done in this with pencils. I've done most of this book in pencils. Steampunk Darlings. Fairy Tale Princesses, Storybook Donuts. I don't think I've done much. I think I maybe did one picture in this book. Just that I got to find the right inspiration. I did this one with Pinocchio. So I did that one. Enchanted Faces. I love this book very, very much. I've done a lot of pictures in this one too. I really like this one. That's the one I like the most. Maui Mermaids. I've done a lot in this one. This one that I did in this one. So you guys pick who you'd like to be done this month. Mythical Maidens and Curious Creatures. I did this one. I really like this one. So, yes, it is Hanna Vember. Tattoo Darlings. I don't think I've done a single picture. I don't think I finished one. I think I have started working on them, but I don't think I've done a single picture in this book. I think I've started pictures, but I don't think I've seen right there. I started a picture and never finished it. A Whimsy Girl Christmas. Oops, That was not supposed to be in there. This is not supposed to be in here. I don't know how that slipped in here. I gotta put this back. I don't know how that slipped in there. That did not need to slip in there. Enchanted Halloween. Victoria Darlings. Mermaids, Fairies, and Other Girls of Whimsy. And to tell you guys, this was my first Hanna Lynn book. It really was because, here's one I did a long time ago. Here's one when I was trying to do this in ice. This one is a really old one because it was when I still had my Prismas and I was still learning how to use my Prismas along with silver. So I was trying to do it as a blue effect, and I was trying to do the leopard, but I couldn't do the leopard white because it's too hard of a color at the time to do. So, I was trying to create an ice effect. I didn't do very well in it. And this is the Kickstarter book that you guys all saw. You can't buy this one anymore on this one is the Kickstarter book. So what would you something tells me, just saw a picture I'd really like to do. No, not the Christmas picture. I just saw one with a little mask. Someone with a mask that I really liked. Just saw it too. So guys, would you like us to do Hanna Lynn, or would we rather do Hanna Carlson? Someone that I wanted to do. Well, we could do both today since we started a little early today. Like her. But then again, there's a picture that I want to do in here too. I like this one too. That way we remember what pictures we like. Or the Hanna Carlson picture. So what would you like us to do, guys? Hanna Carlson or the Hanna Lynn? I'm looking at the Hanna Lynn really nicely. Oh, I have 2 new books to show you guys. Before you do that, I got 2 new books. I said I wasn't going to buy any books. And then all of a sudden, I saw these 2 books on Amazon when I was trying to buy something else. And what did I come across? Beautiful Fairies. Sorry, guys. I came across this book called Beautiful Fairies and Elves. It's really pretty. It's by Color Mood. It's not that expensive. It's like $7. It really is very, very pretty. I love the book. Like the book. I like fairies. Now, some of you are like, yeah, you like all that fantasy stuff, Grace. But I really do. See? Don't worry. There'll be a flip through of this on the channel sometime. You're voting for Hanna Lynn. These are really pretty. I like these a lot. I'm surprised I didn't see a flip through. Usually I don't buy a book blind. I have not gotten my fairy celebrations yet, but I will. It'll come. So I have not gotten that yet. See, and I like something like this, just with all the dark line work. The elf. So that's to show you some of the stuff I got. And then I got another book, which is Ethereal Mermaids and Fairies, 50 pages, 25 images of each. So it means you get 2 copies of each book. So this is the Ethereal Mermaids book. And here's some pictures from it. You guys want to see some pictures from it? These are all mermaids, so they can be any color you want, skin-wise or hair-wise. So that's some of what I got. So Kitty wants Hanna Lynn, guys. We want the Hanna Lynn. We do this. So she wants the Hanna Lynn. Get the Hanna Lynn. I'm thinking redhead for some weird reason. On this paper, you can use markers. This is from the Kickstarter book. So let me grab my favorite thing in the world to grab. Sorry guys, I gotta grab my favorite thing in the world to grab. And we're coloring out of the Kickstarter book, Selena. So you all know what this is. If you don't know what this is, what I'm coloring with, oops. Okay, hold on. I can make this. I need to cut this paper a little bit. I need to cut the paper a little bit. And I'm on early. I have to cut the paper a little bit to resize it. I should have done this beforehand. Make this work. As you can tell, I've been using the blotter page a lot more than I normally would. But today we will be using our Copics and other markers if I deem necessary. So I am going to color her red. And this color is RV29 Crimson. And do not worry, I have my Copic marker. Thank you, Michelle. So I didn't get to see that because I was probably out doing a grocery. So this is RV29. This is Crimson, and this comes from the Copic marker set. This comes from the Kickstarter book, and you can no longer buy this book. Hanna Lynn might have PDFs of it, but I don't think there's any more prints. And I can tell you already, the paper is a dream to color on with markers. That means I just started. So. You get lucky. I have to wait for my doorman to log everything in. So this morning, everything came early. Like, I'm really surprised because usually I have to wait. And sometimes books don't come till after my stream is over. So then I save it for either for the next day or the next week. So then the whole comes. So I'm only waiting on, I think the only book that I'm waiting on right now, Michelle, is Fairy Celebrations. Everything else has come. So I'm actually going to have a change next year where it won't be as many books being bought, which will probably be nice because I'm trying to move things around. I'm still putting away the comic books in the boxes. So right now it's just a matter of scanning everything, getting everything done. And yesterday I ran out of data. You didn't have to buy me anything, Michelle. Okay, this is getting dry, which means, hold on. Refill time. Okay, I'm sorry. That was my bad. When removing a Copic marker, you should get one of these things because this is the safest way to take it out. You can take it out other ways, but I prefer to take it out with the marker remover. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One guys just screwed up. Have something wet with you always when you're doing a marker refill, so you don't ruin the marker. 10. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I always try to be a little. And nobody tells you this, but you can buy replacement nibs for your Copics. So that's one advantage that Copics have over other brands is that you can buy the refills, you can buy nibs to replace your old nibs. So they're a very versatile marker. Some of you know I may have noticed that I'm still coloring some Halloween stuff, and I'm not really coloring anything Christmassy yet. Well, I've started. No, it's okay. I'll look at the live. I have a feeling I know what you bought. And if your marker is ever streaky, you can just go over it with a pencil. Hello, Diana. Seasons. You bought Seasons by Hanna Carlson. Flora by Maria Trolle. That is a really pretty book. And you'll notice that this is a sketch mark, so it's a brush tip rather than a chisel. And let's check the back. You see, it does bleed through to the back a little bit, but that's okay. We have a blotter page behind it. See, I even got some on my finger. See? This is why I don't like using red markers too often, but that's okay. Try to glove like Ann did. I'm not going to guess because I would like to see them when I get a chance to watch the video back, because sometimes, I'm busy doing other stuff. So, I didn't even watch Titans today. I meant to, but then I got busy with doing other stuff. So I haven't watched the new episode that just dropped today. Titans is a TV series on DC Universe. They took the material from the Teen Titans novels, comic books, and adapted it. So some storylines are the same, some things are different. They've changed a lot of the material, but they base it off the comic books. And I must say they have done a really good job with all the characters. But do you see how red this red is? One thing about the Copics is that I like how deep the colors are. See, now you understand my thing, Michelle. When I get books, I put them in my thing, and until I do a flip through, I don't color it. Or if it's really, really calling my name and I need to do it, then I do a flip through right then and there. And I have my Winsor and Newton markers over here. I have my Schrift Farbins, my Castle Arts, my Pablos. No, my Pablos, my Polychromos. And in a bag somewhere, I have my Prismas. Hi, Kim. Michelle, did you want to have me all to yourself? And I've seen some people buy the Copic marker refills to match to their Cali arts, and then they get the my friend did this thing where she did a drip method. I did not like the drip method. I am not a fan of the drip method. When you do Copic markers, I know a lot of people like that method better, but I always have a problem with it because my hand's not steady. So I have to always. Some people do their markers so clean. I for some reason, whenever I use the darker color Copics, like this red or the purples, or even the dark greens, I have a problem with keeping it clean. Some people do with the. Yep. Yep, I know a lot of people who do that with their Copic ink. They do that. I happen not to be one of them because I just am. This is part of her shirt. Or is that part of her hair? Part of her hair, or is that part of her shirt? That's going to be purple and pink. I can tell you this paper that's on the Kickstarter book is freaking. Vapor, they seem to be showing up fine today. YouTube can be iffy, but it's still a great platform, even when we have the little hiccups. But you know what it is? I noticed that certain Copic colors are hard to get in refill form, so I'm like, just come already. Not every color is, easy to stock, they say. Because a lot of these inks, the inks are handmade. The Copic ink, a lot of people don't know this, but I do, that a lot of the ink is handmade by people in Japan. So there's a lot of people who slave over this ink. They are expensive, but they're worth it, Michelle, in my opinion. Copics are worth the money. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't other markers out there that do just as good a job, but I'm really partial to them. No, the refill ink isn't so badly priced. Once you get one, then you can get a refill, and the refill is actually worth it because then the markers become like, I think, what did May broke it down one time, that they become like 12 cents every refill. So a Copic is actually becomes very worthwhile in the long term. Do you like your new book? Hi, Robin. Well, here's the thing. If you really want brush nibs, you can buy brush nibs separately via the Dick Blick site by Copic Nibs. I recently replaced a nib on one of my Blicks, and I used a brush tip to replace it because the other nib had just deteriorated so much, and I didn't want to get rid of the marker. So rather than just buy a new marker, I replaced the nib on it with a brush nib. So I wanted to do that. Who knows what's next? Oh, this shouldn't go here. That should not go there. This is bright green. This is bright green. Why is it every time I stream, somebody has to be doing something? You guys may not hear it, but my neighbor is vacuuming his rug. I can hear it very brightly. I can hear it very loudly from where I am, but maybe it's just not translating on the screen. These are Winsor and Newtons, which are my second, well, I think they're my third favorite markers. The way I would categorize my markers, my first favorite is always the Copics. My second would be the my second would be the Winsor and Newton, and my third would be the Dick Blicks, and then the Cali Arts. That's the way I would categorize my top four markers, just because they have a great set of colors. And this is called Pumpkin. This is like an orangey yellow, but it's a really nice orangey yellow. Okay, bye, Vapor. Have a good day. I'm not sure if this is her hair. I think this is her hair. I think this is her hair. I think I missed the part of the hair. Bye, Alex. You guys see how sky blue. The paper is beautiful, guys. If you want to see, it does go through, but the paper is like smooth. It's like almost perfectly made. The best way I can describe this book is like almost perfectly made for people who love markers. You can also color on pencils on this book because I saw someone color from this book using pencils, and they did a really good job as well on this book. So they did a really nice job too. This is the Kickstarter. You can't get this book anymore, Michelle. It's not being sold. It's a one-time sale. And I got only time for Gracie. I like that. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate it. And also a big hand for Kim and Michelle because they are our mods. They do quite a lot. That was not supposed to happen. See, something happened here with the refill. I'll have to clean that up later. And I'm going to put the refill back in the refill box. Guys, hold on. It doesn't all get all messed up. I have this thing when I buy the refills, I put them in a separate place. Not with the main markers because I don't want to mess up the order of what I have them in. So. It's okay. Purple. Oh. Now what I need to do is remove some of this stuff off my desk at some point later today. This is purple. This is the Winsor & Newton Pro marker. I can tell you this paper is very kind. Wait and see. I do have 2 books that I can give away in the giveaway bag. Yes, she usually does. And not every book, but in her earlier books, yes, but not in. Depends on the book. Some books yes, some books no. Because most of them yes, but not all of them. So I am going to use our sketch box. This color is called Coral Reef. I've been actually using these for a while. These are brush tips, and they only came in the sketch box. I've already gone through 3 of my markers from this company already. So and this is the Coral Reef. This is from the sketch box. So this morning I went to the post office, dropped off, sent out another box to my brother. I still have enough books to send him, but now I got to find the missing stuff. There's stuff missing. So. You know what? This can count for Lavella's Color Your Hoard, because this will be the first picture that I have maybe complete. It is a beautiful color. It's really bright. So that's a really pretty color. This is Cool Aqua. I love Chinese food. I had that actually. We had some of that last night. But sometimes you're just not in the mood for it, and then other times you're not in it, and then your mother comes home with it. And you're like, okay, I'll eat it. Because you're not really feeling it that night, but any other night you normally would. Oh, spicy Indian food. The only bad thing about Indian food is sometimes it's so spicy that it causes your sinuses to go crazy. You ever eat that really spicy Chinese, that spicy Indian food, and then all of a sudden all your sinuses go ballistic? I may be running out of color on this one. Well, I actually just bought some food, groceries before I started the stream. I had just come back from Jubilee Market, which is not far from my house. So they're like a supermarket here in my neighborhood. They have all kinds of things like cold cuts and everything. Even though there's another store that another supermarket that opened up recently, they don't have what I call fresh cold cuts. So what I do is when I want the cold cuts, I go to the bigger store, which is Jubilee on Gold Street. It's a few blocks away from where I live, so it's never a big deal to go there. I don't like it because sometimes it just overpowers my sinuses. Now you have them. Then I said, just draw a pumpkin and then you have Halloween. Then you have a Halloween picture. Next year, the only thing that is definite on my plan for next year, there's only 3 color loans definitely planned for next year. I'm not doing anything more than 2. I definitely know 2, but I'm thinking about a third one. I will not be doing Creative Haven Ogun next year, so that's out. But I will definitely be doing Magical September, and I definitely will be doing a grayscale month. I'm thinking May, the gray May. So it might be a gray May, which means we're doing grayscale. I'd rather do skin tone with Copic. Let me get out my Copic florals. Floral, pale fruit pink. And Bailey Beige. Now this is my combo that I did do, so this is my pick. So we do the palest color first when we do skin tone. It's just like doing pencil when you use your skin tone combo for Copic. So I'm using floral white. Good try. When they're really dry, they're dry. I like floral white because it's a Copics are beautiful. I love using Copics. These are like bone dry. Because I'm not getting the right angle. For whatever reason today, I'm not getting the right angle. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong top. Then you shake it. Oh, you did just eat, right? The other way you can do a Copic refill that they don't tell you about is the drip method, but some of you may have seen that already. Do it if my tips are dry. I only do the drip method if my tips are dry. For whatever reason, the floral white tip is very, very dry. I don't think my comic books are falling down. Because I got a big box, but the thing is I can't fit the big box in the closet, so it has to be then put in little boxes. Little boxes I can actually lift up easier than the big box. The big box is a little bit of a pain in the ass to do, to tell you the truth. The next one is called Pale Fruit Pink. I hate that. You know, you always have to be careful what you eat these days. Pale Fruit Pink. And guys, this needs to be refilled too. All my cookbooks need to be refilled, it seems. Why is it when you want to put everything away, things don't want to go away? Things don't want to go away where you want them. Sorry guys, you have to see my mess. It's just, you know, I was trying to reorganize and everything never goes the way you plan. Don't worry about that. That's just the comic books flopping. Which means I'm going to have to put a board later in them. What does that mean? Why is Michelle telling us to fast forward to that part of the stream? See, we lost a few people, but that's okay. I'm waiting for the drip. I think I might have to use another skin tone. This is just being... See? This is why I don't like refilling on camera. Every time I refill on camera, I have a problem. Don't worry, guys. We're going to use another marker brand to do the skin to do the final layer. I already know what brand we're using. So don't you worry. are they? Where are you? No. Yes. Yes. What's this? Flesh. Pale cherry pink. Flesh. Barely beige. We're in Markerville today, so every marker is up. And this is at Cali Art, and this is barely beige. These markers are having a hard time on this paper. And maybe because I put 2 layers before on this. And if you're wondering what this little black shit is, this is what happens because the marker blew up. I found the color eventually that blew up, and it was a purple marker that flew up. I have not been able to clean it or anything. No matter what I do, nothing gets this junk off the marker. Well, if you use them a lot, then they get dry really fast. Like all my markers get dry really fast. Yeah, I know, but what happens with Cali Arts is that they are going to use the chisel. Takes too long using the nib if we do coloring like that. Well, I think it depends on how much you use them. If you're a person like me who is an avid user, then you're going to use them up really quick. And now they have 168 sets. I've depleted half my Les Mouchot set already. So once that set is gone, I can get another set of markers. And I've been eyeing 80 sets that I've been eyeing for a while. And they're both very affordable. One thing is white like the rest of my markers, and then the other set is black. So I'm thinking maybe the black barrel is going to go first because it would differentiate them from my markers, and so then I would know what to do. Also, the paper you use and what you're using to color your markers with depends. You know, if you're using marker paper or a paper that's more friendly to markers, it'll use them it'll be friendlier. Like this paper is very friendly to markers. So just keep that in mind when you're coloring with markers. Sometimes that's going to happen. We're going to make this purple. We're going to make the bubbles purple. I think this purple is gorgeous on the Winsor & Newton. Just really nice. I think it also depends on where you buy your supplies, because where you buy your supplies, they don't tell you this, but where you buy your supplies is very important. If you're buying your stuff off a drugstore, it's not going to last very long. If you're buying them off an art supply store, they tend to last longer, like a Michael's, a Dick Blick's. How are you storing them? Are you storing them straight up like this? Are you storing them straight up, or are you storing them on the side? Because if you store them on the side, they last. If you stand them up, they dry up faster. Some people say it don't matter, but you know, I've been told two different things about that. You know, some people say, "Oh, it don't matter how you store your markers." I was like told, "Yes, it does." So then I'm going to put the sky blue in there. Well, I use my markers excessively, so depends on how much you're using your markers. Because if you use them like me, I am an excessive marker user, but I love using them. I'm not going to say I don't. Cyan. This is a Winsor & Newton marker. These are beautiful markers. I highly recommend them. When I bought my set, I bought a set of 48 of these, and I got them for $35. I got them for a really good deal at the time. Walmart was having a really good sale, so when I ran out of them, I just buy more of them on the Dick Blick website, the colors I need. And there's a whole bunch of colors that I do not own, I found out. So, see, but you're playing them sideways, so you're saving the ink. I was told it doesn't matter which way you put them, but I was also told a long time ago, if you want to keep your markers in the best condition, make sure the caps are tight when you finish using with them, and also lay them sideways to give them more time. Hi, Lee. How are you? Everybody, Miss Coloring Queen is in the house. Now, she has a wonderful channel, guys. If you've never seen her channel, you need to, because she has probably the most comprehensive channel with flip throughs and some lovely pencil reviews, too. We're using Copics in my Winsor & Newton, and we use some Cali art. So it's Markerville today. And this is the Hanna Lynn Kickstarter book that we're coloring out. And it's Hanna Vember. Forgive the drop-in books. That's all the comic books drop-in. Yeah, I stored them in a box, but unfortunately, I need to put them in a different box because I can't lift the box that I originally stored them in. So I need to buy a smaller box to store them in. Render the house. No, that's not going to work, Michelle. They have to be kept a certain way, so that's not going to work. They have to be put in bins that are specifically designed for them. I must say, I like this book a lot more than I thought I was going to like it. The paper is beautiful in this, especially for markers. And there's the last of the Fantastic Four. I'll fix that after. I know, this is a Copic marker, believe it or not. Yeah. And this is 3 layers of skin, 2 Copics, and a Cali art. I'm not as smooth with my markers as some people are. I like these markers, Lee. If you ever get a chance to get your hands on Winsor & Newton Pro markers, they are really good. YouTube goes very fast. Sometimes you're watching a video and then you don't realize you're on another video before you get a chance to comment. Again, maybe purple. I know. When I got this set, Lee, when I bought these, I was buying these because these were really cheap. They came in this thing. I bought them on deal earlier in the year for like $35. So I kept some of the books that some of the markers that I get from the Sketchbox and put them in here because I really didn't have anything, but I kept the case because the case was really cool. So whenever I need more markers for the Winsor & Newton, I just buy the colors again because I love the colors so much and they're a nice complement to everything else that I have. But Going forward in the new year, I'm only going to keep 4 sets of markers. The 4 that I'm keeping are my Copics, my Dick Flicks, my Cali Arts, and the Windsor and Newton will be the ones that I keep. Everything else, when they're gone, they're gone. I've never tried Spectrum in a while. I only had I had the Trio marker that I got as a part of a sketch box. I liked it, but I ran out of it too. So, hello, Michaela Dodge. That makes sense. So. Now we go back to this purple. I love this purple. I think this purple is beautiful. Gotta do the outline. Thank you, Michaela. But you know, Hanna might have some PDFs of this book if you're looking for the Kickstarter book. Because I know there's a few people who have PDFs. I also happen to have a PDF of this book, so if I ever want to color the pictures again, I can. But these are like fan favorites. No, please do not die on me. Sorry, guys. Sometimes when the markers start to die, I shake them so I can get some more juice out of them. And starting next year, I will be using the Dick Flicks more. And I have refills from some of those markers, not all of them, but most of them. I really like this girl. I like how she came out. I really do like the colors that we chose. Here's the thing, Michaela. What other markers have you used before? I'm not good with the brush, the big tip. Thank you, Diana. So that is this picture. And this is a picture from the Hanna Lynn. I'm not a fan of the artisan markers. And it ain't anything personal, but every time I use them, they leave a yellow residue on the paper behind it. So I don't really use that. I would not recommend them. I mean, they're nice, but I wouldn't recommend them. So this picture, now we can do that. And I can write the little sticky, and this will qualify for Color Your Hoard because this is the first picture that we have colored out of the favorites book, the Kickstarter book. So that is the book that we have colored out of. Now, I will. We have another book. It's Hanna Vember. And I have this page. Pick this page out. This is the Hanna Carlson book called Talismans. I have a lot of nice books. And I bought this one, I think, from Printworks a long time ago. I'm going to give my book now. That's one. Okay, guys. No, that's Talisman's. Jewelry box is this one. Jewelry box is this one. All the Hanna Carlson books and all the Hanna Lynn books that I owned. Oh, Lordy. No, no, no. Please do not do that in the middle of a stream. Fairyland and Nice Little Town Christmas. Now, I'm not going to color in this. I'd rather give this Christmas book. I'm not going to color in these books. They're nice books, but honest to God, I think they would be better suited. This one I have a flip through, and I have a flip through of this one on the channel somewhere. Probably last year, but this is a really cute little book, but it's fairies, but honest to God, I really, at first I loved it, and then, as I got to do other books, I liked the other books more, so, and since I got in 2 books, I have to give away 2 books. So one person will choose. This is the Christmas book. It's cute, but I have other Christmas books, and I would rather give it to somebody who would love the book and do nice things with it. So here's how the giveaway works. 1, we have 17 people in the stream, so we'll pick a number from 1 to 20. U.S. only because I cannot afford international shipping. Please. Yes, you're allowed to do it. Make sure you are in live chat, not top chat. I will pick the winners using random org dot. So random org is how I pick the winners. But do not press a number until I say go. When I type in go, you can press a number from 1 to 20. 1 to 20. Thank you, Kim. No chatting during giveaway. Hello to Art Wagon by Michelle Carla. Oh. Wow, a lot of you. When I press stop, please stop. Give you guys a few more seconds. Thank you, Robin. One number only. Please, no more numbers. And the result is number 11. Mods, who won without going over? I see Michelle and Kitty had the same number at 10. Oh, it's Michaela, my mistake. So my mods are saying Michaela. Oh, she did. I'm sorry. I saw 2 10s. I didn't see an 11, but according to my mods, it's Michaela. Michaela, which book would you like? The Fairyland or Nice Little Town? Christmas. Michaela, which one would you want? Which book do you want? Pick one. So you get that? Email me at So Michaela Dodge gets that book. What happened, guys, is every time I get new books, I must give books away. Is the rule now. So we will do the giveaway now for the second part. Now for the second book. We do this over again, 1 to 20. Please do not type in a number till I say go. No talking during the giveaway. One number only. Make sure you're in live chat. US only winners. So go to win Fairyland. 1 to 20. And if the same person has the winning number, whoever did it first gets it. One number only, people. Okay, guys, I am going to press stop, but can somebody tell me what the first number that Michelle put in was? Michelle, what was your first number? and we'll use that. Please type in please no more numbers, guys. So now I'm going to do 1 to 20 again. I'm just going to reset it. Now I'm going to put in the number. The number is 14. Thank you, Kim. 14. Who's the number? 8, 10. 15. The person who was closest was Michelle. Yes, Michelle. Yay, Michelle. Michelle. Where are my little yellow sticky? Where are my little stickies? I use these little stickies because they're lighter than the other old ones. And they're a little bigger than the old ones. They're a little smaller than the old ones, but they're really good at helping me remember who wins what prize. Yes, congrats to the winners. So you all get your prizes. Yay! So I think tomorrow we will color out of this book. Tomorrow we'll color out of the Faces book, and we'll use pencils for this book. And maybe some gel pens if we get to that point. This is the picture that we're going to color tomorrow. We're going to color out of Talismans, which is no problem. So Michelle R. and Michaela are the winners. Yeah, you get M people for the winners. So girls with M. Michaela and Michelle. So this is the picture we'll be doing tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. Really, really. Thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. So we finished this picture today. We finished this picture in the Best of Hanna Lynn. I didn't think I was going to finish a picture today. Honest to God, I did not. This is the Best of Hanna Lynn. I'm very happy that we did help me with the picture. So this is what we colored today. No problem. You guys help me to do my stuff. So I only figure it's right that I give back to the people who have helped make this channel. And that's you guys, fellow YouTubers, the people, the watchers, the subs who helped make the channel what it is. You know, I couldn't do this without you guys. And I think vice versa. So I want to thank you guys for coming to today's stream. Crystal, this is what we colored. Also, guys, if you missed, before we go, I'm going to show you the 2 new books that I got again, which was this book, Beautiful Elves, Beautiful Fairies and Elves by Color Moon. There's some really nice stuff in this book. And then we get this beautiful Sherry Boldy book with ethereal mermaids and fairies. So that's what we got this week. So thank you guys for coming. I hope everybody has had a lovely day, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.